Today you join me on a hike in one of my favourite places in all of North Wales. They say in order to grow, you sometimes need to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And I believe in some ways the same can be applied to photography, especially when it comes to gear. Well, hello everyone, welcome back to another video from here in Capel Curig in Eryri National Park in North Wales, where today we bid farewell to the Sony A7iii. So this video and this little photography outing is kind of going to be its swan song, really. So I'm just going to sit under this really beautiful oak tree, which I've just taken a photo of, to talk about this big switch that's happening, not only here on the channel, but in my photography and videography moving forward. Because my time with the Sony A7iii has come to an end. I did a video a few months ago about kind of switching cameras and things you should consider if you are looking to upgrade and to switch. And at that time I was considering moving systems because I've been shooting Sony for 5 years now, and although it's been great, I'm just kind of looking for something new. I'm feeling a bit uninspired with the Sony form factor, with the technology, with the way that the camera works, and I think because my photography has been feeling like it's been in a bit of a rut these last few months, I'm just thinking about getting something new to reignite my passion for going out with the camera. And whilst gear should not be the only thing to consider, I have realised that it is a part of the equation. And I don't talk a lot about gear on this channel, so forgive me for making this video, but I am going to be sharing some photos and talking about other stuff as well, such as where we are today. So I'm in Capel Curig today, walking up a hill called Crimpiau, but I don't think we're actually going to get to the top of the hill, but it should be a really nice walk regardless. We've got some lovely views of Moel Shabod over here, which you might not be able to see. Another really beautiful mountain in Eryri National Park. But yeah, I have no real expectations for the photography today. I'm just really happy anytime that I'm in this part of North Wales, and it seemed like a fitting place to come and say goodbye to the Sony A7iii, because we've had a lot of good times here over the years, me and this camera. Now, context is everything when it comes to cameras and choosing the right camera brand for you. It all depends on how you intend to use the camera and what your needs are. I mean, for filming videos on this channel and for doing YouTube, this camera is absolutely fine, and when it came out back in 2018, it was the kind of best in its class in terms of a hybrid camera. And I've never been disappointed with anything that this camera has produced, but my use case has changed a lot. Now that I'm shooting commercially and I'm doing professional work, this camera is just starting to lag behind a little bit. And if you weren't doing commercial work, I would 100% recommend this camera for anybody looking to do casual photography. But really, when people are paying for the work that I created, with there being certain standards now in terms of quality, it's just time for a change. And if you couple that with the frustration of using Sony and just feeling a bit uninspired and wanting a different experience, that has been the biggest motivator for me switching. But what am I switching to? Wow, this little woodland that I'm walking through is so beautiful with these old ancient mossy oak trees. Let me just pan you around so you can see. There's got to be some photos to be had in here, surely. So there's a scene behind me that just caught my attention. It's a little bit of a cluttered one. Woodland photography is notoriously difficult because of that. It's a bit chaotic, but there was a little cluster of nice old oak trees with this fallen oak next to them on this kind of rocky outcrop, which is in an opening in the canopy, so when the light comes through, it's actually quite nice. It creates a little bit more contrast, a little bit more clarity in the scene. But I wasn't really expecting to get many photos of trees on this walk, so this has been quite a nice surprise, because it's always nice to be in the woodland, and I would love to know what you think of this photo.
I enjoyed the contrast between the upright trees and the fallen tree, but maybe conditions weren't quite right for this one.
I absolutely love photographing the woodland. I don't do it half as much as I would like, but in this part of North Wales specifically, there's some really beautiful ancient oak woodlands with loads of great moss and great character, and I just love the interaction and relationship between trees in terms of their form and in terms of their structure. And you know, they're just so beautiful. They're lovely places to be and to spend a little bit of time. So that's been a really nice surprise on this walk so far.
This was a nice scene with the really characterful trees growing out of the dry stone wall and the path that kind of leads out into the middle of the frame. A nice little scene that makes you wonder, where does the path go?
So because of the hybrid nature of my work, I shoot as many videos as I do stills. I need a camera that can kind of comfortably deal with both, and the Sony A7iii has been a benchmark of that for a number of years now. And I put on my Instagram story, oh, need to jump over this. And I put on my Instagram stories and on a poll here on YouTube the options that I've been considering: the Fujifilm X-H2S and the Panasonic S5 II.
In this photo, I love how the path leads your eye through the frame, and having the two hikers in the sort of top right third just adds a lot of interest and story to this photo. This photo is similar in that the path leads the eye through the frame, and I just liked how the sheep was looking directly into the camera. A nice moment to capture.
So you'll have to hit that subscribe button so you can tune in next week and see which camera I ended up going for, because I'm hoping to actually pull the trigger and purchase everything tomorrow, which is filling me with a lot of enthusiasm, a slight bit of dread because of the financial implications, but this is the first time that I've been excited about the purchase of a new piece of gear in a long time. I mean, I haven't purchased any photography equipment in over 18 months, but it does feel good to know that as of tomorrow, my entire photography and video making experience is going to change. It might only be in a minute sort of way, you know, it's nothing groundbreaking. Using a camera is still using a camera, and I firmly believe that it's what you make with the camera that's the most important thing. It's not the camera itself. I mean, you're the one who sees the composition, you're the one with the ideas. The camera just kind of helps you create that. So I don't believe that this camera is going to revolutionize the way that I do any of this stuff, but there is just something really exciting about a change, and I think a change has been much needed. So for that reason, I'm giving myself a break, and I'm allowing myself to be excited about the purchase of a big plastic and metal box with a lens on it. Crazy, really. So I'm pretty sure this is the hill that this kind of trail leads up to. It should have really beautiful views over to the Ogwen Valley and over to Snowdon, but Snowdon is over there and you can't see it. So I don't feel like I'm missing out. I'm running out of time slightly and the wind is picking up, so we might need to call it a day.
So apologies for cutting that little excursion short, but I am back home. It's a couple of days later, and I'm proud to say that I am the owner of a new camera, and I am filming on it right now. So let me know down in the comments what camera you think I purchased, and tune in next week when all will be revealed. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks as always for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, do consider hitting the subscribe button, or at least give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Until next week, take care. Go out, take some pictures, and I'll see you all soon.